You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, the outrage, the backlash continues around that horrendous, horrific, blasphemous opening ceremony the other day that, of course, mocked Christians and the Last Supper. I don't want to hear what it really was supposed to be. No, too late. We know what we saw. People aren't dumb. We feel like there's a lot of people trying to CYA right now. They removed the video from YouTube. They've gone around and tried to pull that video down of the opening ceremony in all kinds of places. They've lost sponsors over it. People aren't dumb, regardless of the amount of excuses and no, it was really this. No, that's not going to work. That's gone. That's come and gone. Nobody's buying it. And enter in Pat McAfee. Now, I like Pat a lot. If I watch Pat, it's going to be on YouTube. I don't watch unless it's live sports and I'm forced to watch ESPN. I just will not do it. Their woke politics makes me want to puke everywhere. He has come out now on his show, and he absolutely crushed this Olympic controversial ceremony. You see it right there. We just want it to revolve around sports. And the sad part is you've got a lot of athletes now that have paid a lot of dues, worked real hard to get to the Olympics, and people are not watching. People are not supporting that after you mocked that many Christians. Yeah, people are going to make you pay for it in terms of the ratings. That's what's going to happen. So, Pat McAfee has added his voice to condemning the organizers of the Olympics for the satanic and blasphemous opening ceremony program produced by a activist French artist. By the way, this is him right here. He's a queer art director, because of course he is. And this thing had drag queens and transgenders and a guy with his sack hanging out. I mean, you name it, it was all there. Everything. This is the guy, and there's some photos out there where he looks like the straight-up devil. I mean, seriously. And, of course, this is the Last Supper, and this is what they put together during the ceremony. I mean, that's some of the most repulsive imagery anybody could ever possibly allow to be put on a screen when you're tuning in to support sports? What does that got to do with sports, really? So, last Friday's opening ceremony included a dance production that ranged all around Paris. It included street scenes from inside famous historical buildings, across bridges that span the River Seine, and the segments in the Seine itself. But while the dance numbers were infused with numerous LGBTQ representations, the fashion show and catwalk segment drew the most criticism for a sequence that seemed to parody the famed Last Supper painting depicting Jesus Christ and his apostles. Eventually, organizers apologized in a non-apologetic way and even removed the video of the various dance numbers and catwalk scenes from YouTube. It got crushed into dust, folks. Destroyed. Now, 3 days later, McAfee is jumping in to condemn the organizers for their satanic opening number.
There's a lot of people saying they're not going to watch the Olympics.
Oh, yeah, what? A lot of people.
Because of the opening ceremony.
Oh. Yeah.
Now, I learned a lot about a man named Thomas Jolly, over the weekend. I think we all did. And the one thing that I did not read or see is that he cares at all about sports. So I think that's the biggest thing. Like, we need people that love sports being a part of sports happenings. Whenever sports litigation is happening in government, like trying to change the future of sports completely, we need sports people around. Whenever we have the biggest platform for sports and competition happening once every 4 years, we need some sports people at least there to say, hey, this is a celebration. I understand the history of France had to be told however it was told. You do what you got to do. But you got a bruised Statue of Liberty in there. I don't know much about the history of France. I know there's one particular day on a beach that took place that led to a lot of things, so I didn't respect and appreciate that. But there's a lot of people that are saying, hey, what Thomas Jolly put together was incredibly disrespectful. And I think that is certainly a way to view things. That is a way to take it. And there is a lot of people who have said that, and for good reason. And I have no idea how any of these things are the start of the Olympics or to announce that the Olympics are taking place. It was a form of artistic expression that was paying tribute, whatever. We just want it to revolve around sport, and we can't have the opening ceremony be a reason why people won't watch these athletes who have sacrificed everything about their lives to be great at something and only get to experience and celebrate once every 4 years. And there's something called the Olympic truce that took place, I think, way back.
Yeah.
Way back.
770.
And it's been like kind of broken a few times where wars stopped because of the Olympics. But, you know, it can't have the opening ceremony starting a war, starting a protest. Mm-hmm. So I hope the next time around we go ahead and think about that, how sports are and we can't have things that aren't a part of it be the reason why people won't watch it, because when you watch it, it's magic. In the pool, when they start swimming, they're doing it. I feel like I'm watching the Kentucky Derby, but just wait. There's another one coming in about 10 minutes.
Okay, and that's where I'll stop it. But you get his point, and I don't blame him. You know, why are people doing this when they're not actually, it's not actually the people that are involved in sports? I get it. Keep it in the lane of sports, and now you've got a situation where you've got a bunch of athletes that aren't getting supported. It's not fair to them. They've worked their asses off. But I understand why people don't want to watch it. Because they have to be, these entities have to be taught a lesson. Plain and simple. And one of the only things that will get some of these entities to listen, all right, more specifically like NBC, etc., because you can't tell me that the broadcast partners aren't involved in some of this stuff, to say, you know, you remember what happened last time? That probably is not a good thing, right? That's probably not something we want to do, because you remember the fallout from the last time? It was bad. It was real bad. So how about we don't do that again, right? How about we don't offend 2.4 billion people, right? Not a great idea. And it's crazy. We see in entertainment. Don't stick to entertainment. Bring all your politics into entertainment. People don't want to see that. They don't want to see what they saw the other night. And the backlash is still going. I mean, it's wild. And it's the Olympics officially ended Friday night for a great deal of the population. My guess would be, 50% of America decided, nah, I'm good. I mean, what would the ratings have been had they not done something that sickening and that blasphemous? Might have been really good. But we won't know. People don't want to see that. It's so disrespectful. And people are very aware that there is a war on Christianity, and we're sick of it. We're sick. We're done with it. You know? Don't ask me to respect whatever it is you got going on if you can't respect what I got going on. Plain and simple. Because we won't meet in the middle on that, I can tell you. Tell me what you think, black and white sports supporters. Pat McAfee. Oh, the lore overlords, woke overlords at ESPN are not going to like that. I'm sure he's going to get called into an office. Pat, might as well just go back to being independent. You can commentate WWE, and people will watch your show and support it. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.